I'm super excited because I feel like we have had such amazing calls back to back to back to back. So I want to take this time to catch up. And I know many of you said that you're driving, you can't have your video on. I need somebody to talk to. So I'm glad that I have 4 of you that I can stare at. So I don't feel like I'm talking to a wall, because that's always the worst. But I'm excited to catch up, ladies. I would love to hear what is happening with 2B. So let's start off with 2B and your challenge groups. Talk to me, please. I'll unmute you.
I'll go. I don't really have much that's changed since last week, but I just feel like I loved the training. Sorry, this is going to be kind of like a little bit of a tangent, but I loved the training that Kim did last week with Lift 4, because it really helped me to, now I kind of feel like I understand how everyone felt when I was in the test group with 2B Mindset, and I knew what was coming and I could really share that excitement. That's kind of, I felt like on the flip side with Lift 4, because I see my friends in this test group and I'm like, oh, it looks so awesome, but I don't know anything about it other than like just the bare bones.
Yeah.
And so having that training, I felt like it really helped me see the vision of 2B Mindset with Lift 4, which is so freaking exciting because it's going to be amazing, and just, it's going to kind of flow so well together. So I just have really kind of been trying to start to share a little bit about that. And I'm working with my team to do a lot of things, like Kim Fitzpatrick did that training in the Beachbody Champions page, which was so awesome as well. And like really helped me to see like, okay, how am I going to continue this momentum and still incorporate these launches and still use the things that I know are working for me and I don't want to move away from. So just helping it all flow together. So I have really, really appreciated all of the training that has been offered lately, because I just feel like it just gets better and better. Like we're really moving towards empowering all of our coaches. Sorry if I just froze. I don't know what happened, but I just feel like we're really doing so well in like our corporate team training us and giving us tools and allowing us to reap the benefits of the test group without being in the test group. And it's just been awesome. Like I know that when I joined as a coach, like we didn't have any of this. So it has been huge, huge, huge to have all of these tools so that everyone can benefit from these launches. Like it's just really exciting.
So let me take it a step further, because you have been such an advocate for 2B, and I see that obviously that hesitation now it's like, I'm moving on to that next thing. So tell me how you're bridging that gap and making it like very seamless. So 2B and Lift 4.
Yeah, I am combining it 100%. Like I'm making sure, and I'm really hoping, I don't know what all of the packages will be, but I'm really, really hoping that there's some kind of combination that we can, like they did with 2B and BOD, like I'm hoping they kind of like combine that as well, because I just feel like it's such a no-brainer, the combination of those two things. And I know Joel has even kind of mentioned that they go really well together. So I'm personally talking about, and especially gearing towards my people who've been doing 80-day obsession. They love it, but they're also really excited for something new and different, because most of them did a round 2 with me, and I brought in another round of another group of people doing 80-day obsession, but then they all did 2B Mindset with it. So now I'm really going to try and shift and bring in all of those people plus more who were intimidated by the 6 days a week, an hour workout type of thing, into 4 days a week, 40 minutes, where they're now like, okay, summer is here. I have time to work out. I'm ready and like really going to be committed to my health. And they've seen the consistency, and then just sharing all of the progress pictures and the testimonials basically from my current group, from 2B Mindset and from 80-day obsession, and showing them this is what weights and cardio and HIIT is such like a popular term, and everyone loves HIIT workouts because you really do get that burn. So plugging in those like really key words, and then sharing them like the nutrition course I've been following. And I really like say like me, because I have shown my before and current pictures, and they'll be like, okay, like I need that course. I need to do what you're doing. And then plugging in those 4-day-a-week workouts, because that's so perfect for summer and vacations and everything.
For sure. I love that you brought that up though, because I feel like, of course, it is intimidating. And I just want to remind you guys that, now the launch of Lift 4 will be a lot easier than 80 Day to be. Okay. So but I love the fact that, speaking from one that has been all about to be, I love the fact that you're embracing it, and it does go very streamlined. So I want to hear it. How are the rest of you kind of utilizing Lift 4 to be? Let's kind of talk about that. Julianne, did you have something you wanted to say?
Yeah. Well, one, before the Lift program, I think Tubi is such a well-oiled machine now, and I think that's what I'm most excited for, besides everyone feeling really good and getting results, is our launch party can be ongoing and our Tubi mindset group is ongoing. So I think this is the perfect way to get new coaches to get started with talking about what it is that they're doing, because it's almost like joining as a coach can be super overwhelming with posting on social media and starting a group and doing all these things. But I keep telling a lot of our new coaches that since you got started with Tubi, this is how you market it. You don't market Beachbody, you market yourself and why you need this nutrition course. But then it's a well-oiled machine. You get someone in there and it's go at your own pace because of those units. And so not only am I excited about the program and what it's doing for people, I just feel like it's like those introductory courses in college. Like, I feel like that's what this is for new coaches. And I'm just so excited about that. So that's how I'm training our team currently in those new coaches we have like so many people getting Success Club points and so many people helping other people because of this. But I honestly think it's because it's a well-oiled machine, that there's no start or stop date. It's just an ongoing thing. So I'm really excited about that from a business standpoint, I guess, but also it's like been really cool to see everyone get results. And as far as Lift goes, Lift 4, I'm going to definitely combine them too. And I guess I'm just excited to hear a little bit more about what you guys are specifically going to do. I thought about combining that in our current launch group for Tubi instead of always making new launch parties, and just having maybe like one launch party, and we just use that because there's so many people we have an open public Facebook group. I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. So it almost doesn't make sense to keep creating new groups, but maybe just keep the launch going in there. So I'd be interested to hear what you guys are planning on doing for that, and keeping all the Tubi in there and talking and maybe going live about how this is so for the people who haven't purchased that are in that group, maybe this will be the thing that gets them to purchase, or the people who've already purchased who are like, oh my gosh, I want to do that too. But then as far as accountability in the group, I don't know if we're going to keep that in our Tubi group. So I guess right now I'm thinking launch. What am I going to do about the launch?
Open strategy. So let's discuss that, because I would love to hear. So Courtney Gubernick is actually in the test group, and I would love it for you to kind of elaborate what you're doing as well. But I would love that to be an open kind of chat. So what are you guys all thinking? But Court, I'm calling you out. Sorry, hon.
Well, no, you're totally fine. Sorry, I've got kids in the pool and dogs going crazy over here. And I have to be completely honest with you. I don't have my plan yet. I'm in the test group. I was just on a 10-day Alaskan vacation, and then the last week of school. So like today is my figure out my plan of attack. So I can't give much advice at this point on what I'm going to do, but I can just tell you guys that the program's awesome. And whether you're combining Tubi or just following the meal plan as it is, which we've all been doing in the test group, obviously, great results. So it's really exciting, and there's really nothing that compares to only working out 4 days a week, 30 minutes a day. It has been so wonderful. And to know, have that pressure release, knowing that you'll still progress and get results is great. Really, really freeing. So
thank you for saying that. Also, Christy's in it as well, Christy Silva. So do you want to add anything, my dear?
Sure. I can speak to the crowd that may have not loved 80-Day Obsession. I did it, followed it to a T, and honestly, I think it just really stressed my body out. I gained 2 pounds, didn't see much difference. Obviously, I got stronger, right? So it was really great to start this test group strong. But I'm working out 30 minutes a day, 4 days a week. enjoying a little bit of wine once a week, much more lenient meal plan. I don't think I reacted well to eating that much food personally. And I'm dropping weight, and toning up in ways that I've been wanting to all year. So I too was thinking, oh my gosh, how could I go from an hour a day, every single day to this? I thought I was going to gain weight. And I think it just really took the stress off my body and it started to drop. Plus, I'm active again because I don't know about anybody else, but on 80 day, I would get my workout done and I was just spent. It was so hard for me to do anything else. So I think I made it to the yoga studio one time in the entire 80-day program. And now I'm able to go 2 or 3 times a week because I want to. I'm, hiking more, doing more. So I'm actually that's the way I'm doing is just sharing. I am sharing. I share in my stories. I'm sharing. I'm just now going to start mentioning Lift 4 more because we just got released a couple days ago to actually say, hey, we're doing Lift 4 in our videos. But I really want to encourage anybody who thinks, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to add more. Because I think all of us in the test group were like, what else are we going to do on the other days? And Joel was like, chill out. You guys just need to chill out and find fun in it again. And that's kind of what happened is it just immediately I'm going on more walks. I'm not because I think I need to do more, but just because I feel like it. And I think you guys are all going to feel the same way. That's my 2 cents.
I want to add too that someone in my larger upline group, I don't want to name names, but a big name coach said, I don't think Lift 4 will be for my team. This doesn't speak to our market. And I think that that's so close-minded. It is marketed as this weightlifting type of program, but if you look at it in a different way, that maybe the time commitment of this workout would work with who your target market is a little bit better. It's not, yes, there's weights, yes, you're lifting heavy, but anybody can do it. And I think that it's just been, I've pretty much done all the programs since 21 Day Fix. I tell you, it's my favorite. I am pumped. I hope they give us release to do it again, another round. We haven't heard yet. Brittany, please, before it's because I don't want to stop. So yeah, don't think that this isn't for my target market because it definitely will be. It's definitely for the busy, mom or anybody really.
Well, and I think a truth bomb here, I've done almost every single program that we have. And I will tell you, when we have 6 and 7 day workouts, it's hard for me because I like to run. I like, so now Wednesday mornings when it's a off day, I run in the morning. And then on Sundays, I'll go run again. It's you can actually, Christy was saying, you can live your life and still enjoy other things. And I think in that first week, we're all like, what do we do when we don't work out? And it's go do what you want to do. And it was oh, okay. And we've been so structured and so dialed in, which is a great thing. But for me, realistically, it didn't work for me to do 6, 7 days, and pressing play every single day because I needed that outlet of what I love. And, it's not running, but I know that makes me slim and I can eat more whatever I want to eat. So I would just say, if you have runners, if you have anybody that likes to do yoga, any side other things, hiking, biking, this works in conjunction with it. And Joel's funny, he is witty. And so it makes you want to come back to the program every single day because you're okay, what is he going to wear? What's he going to say? And he just really, makes you feel he's right there with you working out. So he's really great. But this program, these ladies are saying, it's really cool. And I would love, if you have any other questions, obviously for them, please chime in. But let's go back to Julianne, because I know she was asking, I know Melissa B said, we have it dialed in, we're going to do a separate group, but I would love to hear, because you have this audience of hundreds of people, right? And this new launch party, who is keeping their original group and how are you going about it? With 2B, or I would love to dial more into that. Yeah.
So I'll just say, the reason why we're keeping it separate, we have almost 6,000 people in our 2B interest group. And we have almost 3,000 in our 2B community. So I feel we decided as leaders, so Micah and Cozy are both in the test group, and just talking to them, we decided, even though they are so intertwined and will go so well together, we decided we would do it separately, and we'll still plug in 2B Mindset when we're talking about Lift 4. And probably a lot of those same people, maybe we'll do a a post in our To Be info group, like, hey, this new, if you're looking for quick workouts that you're going to implement with this nutrition program, this is the perfect way to do it, and click on this link and you can find more info here. So that's kind of how we're going to do it. But we've already got our info group set up, kind of very similar to what Kim talked about in the Beachbody Champions page, and just really putting all the information about that program in this information group so that it's all just in one place. But I think there's just so many different ways you can do it, and they're all great. But we just decided, because that info group is so huge, we didn't want people to miss that information who really were wanting the Lift 4 information.
Totally. I love that. So there's so many avenues. I love that you're thinking about it now, because it's going to creep up. But there was one thing that was mentioned, the launch of 2B, and it's like, and what actually Julianne was saying, that it's a well-oiled machine. This launch is something that you can have every single month for all of our programs coming out. Like this, you just work in conjunction with it. Are you wanting to focus solely on your nutrition? Are you wanting to, also incorporate weight training or working out along with it? Like, don't pigeonhole them, ask them the question and really figure out what's going to be best for them. But if you can really capitalize on always talking about 2B, our nutrition program, I promise you'll continue to be able to help obviously a ton of people, but then you're giving them the option. And of course, within a couple of weeks, they're going to get bored. You'll want to start to incorporate the workouts. So make sure BOD is obviously what that you're advocating BOD with it. But I would just say you got to see that this 2B is something that's ever going. So I hope you incorporate it with every single launch of the new programs. And I wanted to, Christy Silva said, yes, she doesn't like, this is your favorite program and you don't like lifting. Well, I don't like HIIT. I'll tell you that right now. I am not a HIIT girl. And every time I'm like, I'm going to die. Like, yes, I love running, but I will tell you, like, doing them together, holy moly. Okay. So this is a one-stop shop for so many people. And even if you say, I hate HIIT, I hate lifting, I hate everything about it, your mind will be changed. It's really great. I'm thinking making the launch group in units based on programs. That's a great idea. It's a really great idea. Okay, so we've gone on this path of 2B and Lift 4. What else do you ladies want to talk about in regards to that? Anything? Vicki Roberts, you are never silent. Speak to me, woman. What are you doing to incorporate Lift 4 and 2B mindset together?
Well, I hopped on late because this woman took too many damn pauses in today's workout, so I struggled getting on. So I have no idea what anyone said. I just hopped on in the middle of what Melissa was talking about, but our 2B launch group is really big, and I've actually transitioned it from an info group to a support group. So even people that haven't purchased are in there, and it's helping other people be like, okay, well, maybe I want to do this, because people are losing 13 pounds, 11 pounds, 8 pounds, and they're like, okay, well, this stuff really works. But then we've been talking about, like, every Monday I'll post, what workout is everyone doing this week? So some people are like, I'm still not working out. Some people are using BOD. Some people are doing yoga, swimming, whatever. And so I've also started trickling in little bits about Lift 4 coming up and how excited I am for Lift 4, because right now, me personally, I'm in a transition period because I just finished quarter fours and I'm doing this program and then this program, but I'm excited for Lift 4. So I've been kind of trickling it in. And then my coaches are also in that group, and so I'm having them do the same thing. So people are asking questions like, what's Lift 4? Who's this Joel guy? And all this stuff. So I think that's what I'm going to continue on doing so far. But honestly, I've been horrible at launches until 2B mindset. So I think I'm really focusing on the 2B mindset and then having that as extra credit. Does that make sense?
Of course. I love the fact, though, that you took it from an info group to a support group. Love, love, love that. So cool. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, ladies, if there's anything else that you want to bring up about that, please do not hesitate. I do want to just turn it real quick because we obviously had an amazing call last week with Danielle Natoni. So my question is, first of all, it looked like that was like the best call you guys have ever had, because I literally got that feedback, right, from all y'all's. But I wanted to ask you, was there any one thing specific that you took away that you're like, wow, this is what I need to focus on, or this is what I'm going to do now? I would love to hear your feedback on that.
I'll go.
Yeah, please.
My biggest takeaway was when I asked her about the question about what do top 10 coaches do that, we're not doing or that I'm not doing. And when she really said, like, lean in when you're even through your struggles, you know, like I also went through a divorce when I was a coach and all that stuff. And I always tell my coaches to lean in because I find it very therapeutic, even when you're struggling the most and you help other people. But sometimes myself, I forget to do that. So that was a huge eye opener that Danielle said that. And it was just something that, you know, was a good reminder for me. So that was my biggest takeaway.
I love that you asked that too. That was a great question. You all came with some great questions. What else? What other big takeaways? Didn't you love her simplicity on how she's like, I don't do that. I don't do that. And I don't do that. And I was like, oh, okay. You're normal. You're normal. You don't have 50 assistants. You literally are normal and you're doing this because you love it and you're so passionate. What else?
Sorry, puppy. You're good. I had, for me, I had the takeaway of, and I had this with my clients, and my life coach kind of helped me through this, but I thought, I provide you with everything you need to be successful. Like, here you go. I'm handing it to you in a box, you know, be successful. Because that's how I was. And I think I was kind of I changed that. Now I do all these one-on-one calls with my clients, but I think I was still in that mindset with my coaches, my new coaches, feeling like, okay, you have all this training, you have everything you need, you have way more than I had when I started, you know, go do your thing. And I always just kind of felt like, some people run with it and some people don't. And I love how she said that now this year she's been able to take a step back and really work with them one-on-one. And it forced, like, I literally went on and set up a little pod, you know, and messaged some of them. Sorry, you guys. And messaged some of them about this. And, you know, they opened up on their struggles and where I don't know, I just realizing that, like, she had those same feelings and that she realized that they need that one-on-one support from her, and they don't necessarily have to earn her time right away and prove that they're going to hit Success Club 5. I like that. It was kind of eye-opening for me. So thank you for that call, Brittany.
Sure, you're welcome. And I love your doodles in the background playing.
Don't make it like that.
So awesome. Okay, what else about Danielle's call? And please share that with your downline, with your coaches. You know, it's too great to keep as a secret, because I feel like it really puts the normalcy on what coaching is and how anybody, you know, regardless of the immaculate systems and the most, you know, like all of that, like it just comes down to the simplicity of helping people and being passionate about it.
Brittany, also.
Yeah, please.
Well, because I think, like, for a lot of us, you know, because when I started the market council with Danielle, I felt like just this, you know, this girl standing in the corner, just like, oh my gosh, I don't belong on this council with these people. And then I realized that she was just a normal human being who just makes a lot more money than me. But she's always kept it basic. And she has said this in a lot of training I went to. She does the same things now that she did then. And watching her in person and seeing her work ethic, it's nothing. She earned her spot to where she is. And that was just something, because my question was like, how do you tell people that start out, like, you know, they're like, to be like you, and in 5 minutes it doesn't work. Where she just said she showed up every day, and I immediately shared that with my team. And I love that she went negative in her bank account. I've heard that before, to sign up as a coach, because when people say they can't afford it, I've used her story more than once. So that's it.
Thank you. I love that. Whit Small, you unmuted yourself, sweetie.
Yes. Okay. So what I wanted to share that we implemented was, I loved her Rocky video and, like, what is coaching. So I got on the, like, Craigslist and then Indie slow swap and trade or whatever. And I posted that I'm looking for a videographer for Indie when my whole team's there, so that kind of on our off time we can create, like, a what is coaching video, because when else are you all together, like, outside of a retreat? And I had so many responses. So if you guys want to create something like that, I totally recommend going onto some of those websites. And I just offered to trade my coaching services, a challenge pack basically, for videography and a video for our team. And we had so many responses. So take advantage of all of us being together, I think, and make like either get a photographer or a videographer, whatever you guys think is best for your team. But when I saw hers, I'm like, oh my God, we could do that in Indy. That'd be so perfect.
Great idea. I love that. And there's nothing more beautiful than when they are able to see you and your team and what they're going to be part of. So I love that. And I know
exactly that's what we wanted to create is like, because how on fire is everyone at Summit? You've got to capture that.
for sure. And Christine asked how expensive, but you already said it, challenge pack. So the price of a challenge pack. Love, love, love that. Very cool. Okay. Anything else with that call that was just okay? Like, I hope it was an eye-opener. That's, I think, the biggest thing is like, you know what? She's no different than you. What Christine Carroll said is like, literally, she has earned her spot because of her work ethic. And every time she got uncomfortable, she leaned more in, like Vicki was saying. Like, I just think it's those reminders of like, you know what? Showing up consistently, never taking a break on this business, never would even think about taking a break on this business because it's the one thing that she can control and that she can be very successful at. So it's just that constant reminder of that. You post the ad for the videographer. Where did you post the ad for the videographer? With?
Oh, I posted, I just typed into Facebook, Indy slow swap and trade, and they had a variety of different, you could type in Indianapolis I keep saying my hometown, Indy swap and trade, Indianapolis swap and trade. There were a bunch of websites like that. And then I also did Craigslist under job offered, under TV, media, something else. And it was like $25 to post it. And that was it. So it's awesome.
Very cool. Thank you. That was a great thing to share with us.
Of course.
Okay, so my question for you is, and unless any of you have anything else you would like to say, please interrupt me. But my question is for next Tuesday, what are we wanting from a leader? Because now I really have to okay, this needs to be good, right? So if you have a specific leader, message me privately, please. Or if you have a specific topic, something that you're wanting to dig more into, let's open this up and talk to me, please. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, keep going. I just got a private message. That was a good one. Okay, keep going.
I almost want to see if there's a coach who's utilizing the units for or a very, very simple new coach training. I think that's where I'm struggling, is bringing in all these new coaches and getting them to diamond quickly or getting them to any rank quickly. Is anyone using units to do that or their own system?
Yeah, on that same note, I saw Ashley Molstad's little interview that she did with his name?
With Kevin.
Yes, Kevin Shaw. And I loved it, but I felt like she really didn't get into it very much. It was all just so simple, and I get exactly what she did, but I would love to really pick her brain. And I know sometimes she doesn't love that. I don't know if she'd be willing to, but that's where I struggle. And what's funny is before I had even watched that, I had put right after Danielle's call, I put together a specific group and I went and picked out coaches in my downline that I was like, okay, these are the hard workers. These are the girls that I know can be diamond so fast because of what they're doing, and they just need a little belief. And then I watched her video and I was like, okay, well, that's what I'm doing. How did she go from 7-star or whatever to 10-star in a week and then to 15-star the next week? I need to really figure out how to throw that belief into my coaches' brains and help them see that themselves and what exactly she's telling them, because I feel like I have that same opportunity, and I'm sure everyone on this call has coaches in their downline that they're like, yeah, I have those exact same types of coaches, but how do we get them over that limiting fear? How do we get them over that thing that's holding them back? And she somehow figured that out because she had these coaches before. It's not like they were all brand new coaches,
For sure. No, I absolutely agree with you. Okay, that was good. Oh, I have 3 good options here. I like this. Sorry, wait a minute, see this. Okay, anybody else? Okay. Well, we are keeping it to a 30 minutes today. How does that sound? So you get your morning back. I appreciate all of you so very much for showing up, especially after a long weekend. I will tell you, it was hard for me. I do love me some sleeping days, and I enjoyed every single moment. And so it was fun to get into work and obviously have this as my first thing to jump onto. So thank you, ladies. I will obviously post this recording. If we have any continued questions about today's call, you can always use the chat thread, as you always know. But thank you. I will see you all very, very soon. Okay. Have a great day. Bye, ladies.